Hello, everybody. This is John Stealth here. With basically, they have a new patch update. This is 1.0.3. So basically, this is going to be releasing at 10 p.m. I think it's Pacific Standard Time or UTC 5 a.m. So this is happening on the 19th. So let's go see what they're going to be doing. With this update, we have delayed the final foundation for groundwork for the server transfer feature. Also, they included a swath of bug fixes. Thanks to all those who tracked down the issues. Before we dive into the details, exactly how the service transfer system works, our plan is to roll out to all regions, and our list of bug fixes. We wanted to thank everyone for the first few weeks of launch, which is nice. To show appreciation, you get a new title mint called the Stoic in-game title. So basically, them just saying thanks and for being patient and whatnot. So yeah, I guess you could just change it on your bio tab and change it. So yeah, you can get that Stoic thing. There is a new waiting emotion or emote. Let's see how it is. Okay, that's not too bad. It's interesting. I kind of wish they had a little bit more emotes because they're pretty limited right now. But yeah, that's pretty cool. Spotlight, character server transfers. So basically, we also wanted to ensure that the safe process is safe and ready to use for everybody. So we've been at hard. We have been hard at work on the feature and testing it for the past 2 weeks. Because of this feature, it's brand new. We have decided to take a safe incremental approach to roll out the service transfers to all players. So yeah, basically what they're basically saying is that you just get like a token, one-time token, that's it. Depending if you say you transfer to a new server and then that has a queue. Basically with that queues that you will be able to have another token if it's too long. If you accidentally transfer to another server that actually everyone decided to have transfer to their place and whatnot, so then that becomes super populated. You actually will get another token as well to transfer out of that. So just because like they don't want you to be stuck into a server that has another queue, because like if you transfer to another server and then you have another queue, that's another problem. So so you'll get usually one. Usually that should be more than enough, but they will be able to offer you more if it becomes an issue. So which should be nice. And then you can also do guild transfers as well. So that would be pretty cool to see that. This is kind of how it looks, I guess. So let's go see. Go store, world transfer, single use. This. It just tells you to select a world. Let's just read this for a quick sec. Just gonna take that off. So requirements: you must be in a sanctuary, settlement outpost, spirit shrine, or watchtower before transferring. That's the requirements. You cannot belong to a company before transfer. That's kind of interesting. You cannot have active trading, post, buy, or sell orders before transferring. So I guess you have to sell everything. What will not transfer is your friends list will be erased, which obviously makes sense because they don't know if your friends are transferring over. So, and then that's it. You just transfer. So that's very nice. So to everyone who has been so frustrated with the queues, you are now free from that misery. So, which is really nice. How do I transfer characters? You need to be logged onto your character, which means waiting in an application queues. There will be new tab in the in-game to claim your free token. You'll need to leave your company. You need to remove all selling. You need to be in the sanctuary post. What comes with me in the transfer? You keep all your progression, your inventory storage. You keep currency, your houses and decorations, and you keep all quest progression. So which means that this does not include territory. So if your faction has different territories or was doing good, you won't have that when you transfer over. So it will be whatever is currently happening in that new realm. What does not transfer with my character? Your company, obviously, membership needs to be terminated before transferring and will not carry over. Active posts or sell orders will not carry over. Friends list will not carry over. Where can I move my character to? You can move your character to any world in your region, except you cannot move your character to a full world. You cannot move your character to a world in maintenance. You cannot move your character to a world set that you have an existing character already in. Will there be opportunities to transfer again if I choose the wrong world? The world my friends chose filled up, or I regret choosing the world I transferred to. Transferring again will require additional tokens. Our team is monitoring the queues and whatnot. So basically, if you find adequate evidence that like that queue that you choose is like ridiculous and just crazy, another wait time, then they'll say yeah, you can transfer it over. But if it's like that the territory is like totally in one favor, they won't probably give you a free token. They'll just be like, well, you're gonna have to pay probably for the transfer rate. So ideally, what you do if you wanted to transfer over, you make a new character in that realm just to see how it's doing, and then like just look on the map and see how they're doing. And if it's a balance, then yeah, you want to pick that realm and then delete that character and then transfer it over. That's why you do a pre-inspection. That's why I recommend before you transfer, because once you get you want to keep that token just in the emergency use, or if you have people transferring. Ideally, I would wait before you have evidence that your friends transfer, and then you transfer over, right? So that's usually a good key. General implemented final pieces of server transfer framework, added UI improvements, added a clear message when a player is kicked due to AFK violations, added a killer message when stacked discounts are present, such as territory standings and property taxes. That's kind of nice. Implemented back-end changes to help our team investigate concerning around the client performance in war, which is really good because no one likes those bugs. Adjusted the respawn of certain bosses and elites throughout the world. In the in-depth, players must now be in the area to damage therapy or whoever's name is that. An error message now appears to players who are attempting to buy their own items in the training post. That's very good. Yeah, because that would just be really, really silly. Averted a chest loot system update from patches causing too many refined fragments to roll from chests. This is good because I felt like it was way too oversaturated. Literally, probably opening maybe 10 to 50 chests, you already be at stack of 500. So it'd be nice if they reduced that quite a bit. Adjusted the Amazon game splash screen. I have not seen that problem. Armor is limited to one skill perk per piece. Okay. Added general performance, improving visual arts and graphics settings. That's really good because the game is pretty intense. Dice are now removed from items upon trade with a warning message preset, which is nice. The time to declare war time will now visually pause to make it clear when an invasion imminent but not yet scheduled. So territory remains in conflict state after invasion and war can now be declared. So yeah, that's pretty big actually. So now you don't have to really wait to see if there's an invasion before you start a war or something like that, because that just make it a pain, right? So bug fixes, general bug fixes. So fix an issue with tier 4 and tier 5 staffs. Basically go close to higher basically can close higher portal levels. That's really nice. People will love that and see that's really a good improvement. Fix an issue causing abandoning events notification to persist. Very nice. That's kind of good to have. Fix an issue where fixing housing UI issue. The UI will now correctly show the property tax are subjugated to the full price of the home and not impacted by the first home buyer discount. That's good. Fix an issue with early game spawning. The watchtower respawn point is replaced by the settlement after it has been discovered. Players no longer incorrectly spawn at a watchtower after selecting the respawn settlement. That's really nice because like who wants to click spawn at the settlement and then you get this then you transfer to the freaking watchtower. That's good. Fix a various localization issue throughout the game. Not too sure what that means. Fix an issue where not all items for town projects were consumed when completing the mission. Okay. Resolved log error that prevents players from accessing their characters. That's really big. Fix an issue that caused arena keys to not jump as intended. That's pretty good. Fix an issue with the bearer. Armor not properly dying in wars. That's nice. Fix an issue. Fix a pet placement issue. Pets placed in an otherwise empty house now remain in the home after the player logs out, instead of the pet returning to the player's inventory, which is, I guess, decent. That way you don't have to keep dealing with that issue. AP Southeast servers now display a correct time zone gameplay. Okay. Fix an issue with titles. Players' titles and achievements now appear as intended, and the achievement tab properly tabs when a new achievement is earned. Okay, so I was having this issue, so that's nice to kind of resolve that. Fix an issue that causes company invites to persist after decline and accept. Oh man, that'd be kind of crazy. That would be kind of annoying. Fix an issue causing Raja spawn to stack forever. One big cat at a time, please. That was a pretty big one because like that you could be facing like 20 of them, and that's nice that they changed that. So I mean that would be pretty good AoE spawning, I guess, and farming if you could farm that much. But yeah, that's kind of nice. Speculative fixes. We worked on a fix where wars and invasion kicked off earlier than scheduled. I noticed that issue. Worked to fix an issue where not all settlements upgrades as intended when the town projects are completed. That's a big one, especially when you're crafting stuff. Players no longer become stuck when entering or exiting an instant. If a player reconnects to their character is dead, the respawn screen is open with respawn option available. So basically, yeah, you won't have to be worried about getting stuck now. And if you are stuck, then you just have to contact customer service. So in a rare instance. So that's the patch notes. They fixed a lot of bugs. I'm kind of happy with what they're doing. Yeah, it's actually really good that they fixed all these bugs. I'm guessing these servers are going to be down for a while because those are some pretty big bug fixes. Like I'm expecting it to be down for like at least till like 10 o'clock. Worst case scenario, probably maybe 2 p.m. We'll have to see. So it might be down for a while because guess what? This is a server transfer, and that's a massive thing undertaking to do with Amazon. You're gonna definitely see some problems probably with that, and we'll see what happens. But yeah, the server's transfer is gonna start happening now. Expect everything to go pretty crazy, pretty wild. So don't try to don't try to be like, oh yeah, it's supposed to be perfect. Like this one, I'm predicting this one's probably going to have some massive problem. This potentially has a way of having massive problems, especially when they're rolling out something brand new, especially transfers. Also, the there's a lot that they actually had to fix, you know, some pretty big ones, you know, so they have a lot in this patch, so we'll see. Till then, I'll see you guys in the next video. Like and subscribe, and check the support down in the links below, and I'll see you guys.